Hey guys, Supercrush Productions here, and today I'm going to be doing my Defenders custom minifigure showcase video. And I did plan to do two minifigures or other figures from Defenders, those two being Elektra and Colleen Wing. Now, I wasn't able to do those. If I have time in the future, I may make Elektra and Colleen. But, yeah guys, so these are the four figures I've made. I redid my Daredevil, as you can see here, and then I made Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist, and they are on this sort of custom stand. It just has like their colors at studs at the bottom. I didn't have purple studs for Jessica Jones, so that's why I used black. But yeah guys, so stay tuned to the end of this video for figures I'm working on and a special project I'm doing. You'll get a sneak peek. But, yeah guys, so let's go ahead and get into this video. You guys probably remember my first version of Daredevil. He, wasn't that great, so for Defenders, I was like, you know what, I have to redo my Daredevil. Also, something I want to quickly mention is, this is actually the second time I'm filming this, because the first time I broke one of his billy clubs, like the magnet snapped off of the stick. But, yeah guys, so this is my Daredevil, and as you can see, full 360. Now, all the details are basically self-explanatory. You can see the detail I painted on the helmet, and I did sculpt the horns. This is a Batman New 52 minifigure cowl. I sanded it heavily, cut off a lot of pieces, cut off the ears, sculpted the horns. I glued a piece of paper to the inside, and I did paint the eyes red, so that way the eyes would stick to the mask like the real helmet in the show. And then he does have a double-sided face. This is the Chris Pratt / Winter Soldier head, and I think the expressions work really nicely for this Daredevil, although I did cut too much off the back, so you can see this sort of the other expression. I'll turn this around so you can see. Hope I don't ruin any of the side paint. I think I did. But, yeah, this expression actually looks a lot like Daredevil when he's got the, sort of angry side. But, yeah, so what I did for the torso was, you can sort of see on the shoulders, that's fabric that I glued on there. I glued fabric to the shoulders. To the front of the torso, it's even glued on the sides of the torso, which you can sort of see in the detail. The paint does connect all the way around. I glued fabric there. I did that more just to give him his, the texture to his suit. And I did, these are the same arms from my first Daredevil. I just made the black lines there thinner. And I did repaint the shoulder pad things from black to red. And I left the gray outline. And I just changed up some of the silver buttons you can see there, and yes, I apparently did rub off some of the black paint, so I'm gonna have to fix that later. But yeah, so then as you can see on his legs, there is fabric glued onto his legs, and his leg can bend with that fabric since the leg is sanded, and he can do the same on both sides. Like this side does get a little stuck sometimes though, and I don't trust that the fabric isn't going to rub off on that side, but I mean he can sort of bend the leg on that side. The fabric is glued on, but this one did move down a little bit from, I'm guessing, moving the leg. But I did glue a cardboard holster, painted the straps. His boots are the regular Lego plastic. Mostly he's painted in my own black color. But yeah, that's basically it for Daredevil. Onto his billy club. I'll try not to ruin it this time. If I can get it out of the hand. There we go. So yeah, like I said before, his billy club is on a magnet, which means that he can clip it together like that, and he can actually hold it in one hand. Yeah guys, so that's about it for my Daredevil, and I'll give you guys one last 360 before I end this part of the video. Yeah, so now we can move on to the next figure. Alright guys, and the next figure we have here is Jessica Jones. Now this figure I used a lot of 3D elements on, and while I do have a camera, I kind of misplaced it, so I gave her this wine bottle instead, since she does drink a lot in the show. But yeah, so the head I used was the, I think this is the Agent 13 head. I just painted the eyebrows black and changed it around to this stern face. And I also made a fabric scarf, which is removable, and there is 3D fabric on the front of it, just to make it look like it's kind of wrinkly. But here is the scarf. I mean, it's a pretty big scarf, I was told, but I actually like it being big. Something I would have liked to try maybe do is make a scarf that Daredevil, if I ever make a Matt Murdock figure, can wear as a so he can wear it as a mask. But yeah, so you can see her leather jacket is made out of electrical tape, and I did paint like the silver zippers and everything. If I remove her bottle, you can see she does have a 3D pocket. I did paint the flesh paint on the fingers of the gloves, and the jacket is removable. I did have to sand the inside of the hair in order to get this to work, and what I'm talking about get to work is she's actually wearing a sweater. If I can get the hair off, put it back on. She's actually wearing a sweater that's made out of fabric, as you can see here. So this is the sweater that she usually has under her jacket, and this thing is removable. So I can slide it up, and I just dropped the whole figure here somewhere. There you go. But yeah, so she can remove the sweater, and I'll just put her back together for now. And yeah, there's the scarf, which kinda flipping, but yeah, so here's the E-tape jacket that I made for Jessica Jones, and then the sweater, like I said, is removable. It's glued on the inside, glued together so it'll hold together. But yeah, so there's not much else to say about Jessica Jones. I'm just gonna quickly stall. Oh, and the jeans, that's right, I forgot about that. The jeans, I don't know what jeans these are from. These are just some jeans I found. I decided to use them since she doesn't really have much detail on her jeans, and I couldn't really paint a ripped jean pattern, so I just gave her these jeans with the belt, and then I painted black boots on the, and why am I putting on the arms? I haven't even put on the jacket. But yes, I just gave her these jeans, and I painted the black boots, as you can see on them. And yeah, Jessica Jones is bald right now. If I can get the bottle. Sorry about this, guys. Yeah, let me just put her hair back on, and the scarf, and I think I might have put the scarf on wrong. Oh well. Let me move her arm down. Okay, there you go. That's it for Jessica Jones, and sorry for the glare. There is a bit of glare in this shot, but yeah, so that's it for Jessica Jones. Alright guys, and the next figure we have here is Luke Cage, and there's not much for me to really say about this figure. I mean, he is really simple in design. I did plan to make him his hoodie, but that didn't end up happening. I wasn't able to. So I just did the yellow t-shirt Luke Cage. I just used this, I don't know what head this is from, but I kept the eyes and the eyebrows and the mouth. I just painted like the goatee thing that he has on it. I think it actually looks like Mike Coulter, I think is his name, the guy who plays Luke Cage. And I used a plain yellow torso, and I just painted all the wrinkles and sort of like the muscles at the top of the shirt. And I used these brown arms, and I painted the As you can see, the sleeves and the legs are just dark blue with black shoes painted on, and then a gunmetal gray for the bottom. Yeah, like I said, that's about it for Luke Cage. Not much to say about this guy, and we can move on to Danny Rand. Alright guys, and here we have Danny Rand, the Iron Fist. And something I forgot to mention with Luke Cage is I actually made these two at the same exact time. Like, I worked on one while one was drawing, I worked on the other. I made these guys both in about 30 minutes. Not 30 minutes each, like in the same span of like an hour, 30 minutes, I've painted these guys both. And so yeah, as you can see, I just use like that resistance trooper or a rebel trooper head that I like using a lot. I have used it on a few figures. I don't know how many. I think it's only just 3 actually that I've used this head on. But yeah, so I use this standard messy hair, which is probably not Danny Rand's hairstyle, but I think it goes. And then I did paint like the beard on his face, and I tried to add like some dark brown, well not dark brown, but brown elements into his hair. Just a little bit here and there, not much. And then his shirt is just the olive green shirt, and yes, I know he has his sleeves rolled up in the show when he wears this shirt, but I just decided to keep the sleeves down, and then I did paint the hand a little bit of orange for his Iron Fist. And his legs are just gray legs, and I painted his like whitish tan sort of shoes that he wears. Like the bottom is white and did sort of come off, but yeah guys, so that's about it for Danny Rand. And also, as you can see, I did paint like the shirt open, and I did paint the flesh color there with the dragon tattoo, which was kind of hard, and I did paint some wrinkles on the shirt and 2 pockets, and that's supposed to be like the collar up there. But yeah guys, so that's about it for Danny Rand, the Iron Fist. And we can move on to, well not move on, but I guess we could go ahead and end this video. Alright guys, so that's about it for this video. Really hope you guys like these figures, but now we can talk about some other projects I'm doing, and those being commissions. Now, if you guys remember a while back, I made a Deadpool figure for a person called Minifigure Merc on Instagram. He's a really cool guy. You guys should really go check him out. Link to his Instagram will be in the description down below. But he recently, asked me if I can make him 2 figures, those being Resistance Ray, which is halfway done here. I just need to make her bag and her gun holster, and she'll be done. And then I'm just starting now on the Jakku Ray, which she's not done. As you can see, I've only painted very little. There's not even much on the back. There's that line that I need to erase, but yeah, so those are 2 figures for him. And then another commission is for someone else whose name I won't say yet, but yeah, he wanted an Ash figure, Sinnoh version, plus I'm going to be sculpting him a Pikachu figure. And I'm going to sculpt the Ash's hair, and yes, I just knocked over Ray. And now, figures that I'm working on for me are I'm redoing my Reverse Flash figure. Well, I already redid him. He's already done. The arms are still the same from the old figure. I redid the legs, torso. It started off with me just redoing his lightning bolts. I cut off the actual ones and sculpted them like I did for my Flash figure over here. And I ended up just redoing the whole figure except for the arms. And this newer version, I think, looks way better than my other version. He looks way cooler now. Set him back there so you guys could see him. And yes, I just knocked him over. If I can get him to stand up here. But yeah, that's our Reverse Flash. And then I'm also redoing my Zoom figure, and I did something that I haven't seen anybody else do before, which is sculpting the head, and the lightning bolts are sculpted as well. And he's halfway done, and once I finish Zoom, I will be doing a showcase on Zoom and Reverse Flash. And so those are about it for figures that I'm working on right now, other than I did change my Batman head. I gave him a different head I painted new eyes that I think look a little bit better. I did weather his belt. I don't know if I showed that before. I need to try and finish my Justice League customs. And I still haven't really made much progress on my Harley Quinn and Joker from Suicide Squad, which I'm redoing. I also have something going around on my Instagram, which you guys probably haven't heard of, but if you guys don't check out my Instagram, but would you guys rather see me do more Arrow customs or Legends of Tomorrow? Vote in the comments down below, and whichever gets the most votes, I will do. But yeah, so another project that I did mention I was doing in the last video is Transformers. So I don't want to spend too much time talking about this because there'll be no point talking about it in the showcase. I just want to let you guys know that I did place a huge Bricklink order for an Optimus Prime that I'm doing. And the video should be up probably next week if the parts come in. They should be coming this week, but I don't know when. Hopefully they come this week. If not, then maybe one of them might actually come next week. I don't know, but hopefully that I can get this done soon. But I did order parts for Optimus Prime, and you're probably wondering, I said I'm making Transformers from the first movie. Why am I showing a figure of what looks like Cade Yeager from Transformers The Last Knight? Well, I changed my mind on that. I recently saw Transformers The Last Knight on October 3rd, and well, October 1st, and then I saw it again October 3rd. I really enjoyed it, unlike most people. I thought the story was great, just the excess cursing over and over again was a little much. I mean, even in Age of Extinction, they didn't have that much. In The Last Knight, it was just every third word. It was too much. It was kind of annoying. But, that's my opinion on the movie. I guess you could say spoiler-free review. But here is Optimus, and I actually made this with parts that I have in my collection, and yes, I did use paint bottles to hold up my background. Now, this is unfinished, and wrong colors, wrong parts. I'm not going to say much about this, nor show you a transformation, but, yeah, so there's a sneak peek at my Optimus. He can transform. But, yeah, guys, so, like I said, hopefully that video will be up soon, hopefully in a week. But yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed these figures. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.